Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. And the Magic start out with the ball. Now the starting group for Orlando. Wiggins is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Dragic, and it's Vucevic, and it's Oladipo. The two. That's good. And for Goran Dragic, so incredibly efficient on the offensive end over the last couple of years, whether with Phoenix or Miami, he's really upped his game.
You know, Kevin, it took him a few years to kind of get comfortable in the NBA, much like the great Steve Nash, who had his struggles early in his career. Now the game is kind of slowed down for him. He's not forcing as much, and it has certainly paid off.
Wiggins, left side. Unloads. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
Talking about Dragic's newfound efficiency, he's shot over 50% from the field the past 3 years. I mean, impressive. That's a really high percentage for a point guard who plays so aggressively.
Here's Butler. Offensive rebound. Vucevic with the block. Wiggins outside. A wide open look here for Oladipo. The three-pointer off the mark.
And talking about Goran Dragic, he's learned how to play under control without losing his speed. I mean, early in his career, he committed way too many turnovers. Now he's able to push the action without making so many of those mental mistakes.
Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Oh, trying for it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Rose kicks to Mirotic. And here's Dragic. Right side Aldridge. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Here's Rose. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The pass to Butler. Now the feed to Mirotic. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Pass to Oladipo. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Oladipo. Aldridge misses. Bulls trail by 4. Kicks it to Noah. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And he recovers it. Oladipo right side. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Bulls. Shot to stop the drought. And he lays it up and in.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
He used that pick just right. 6 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Noah with a screen on Dragic. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. This is to Dragic. Aldridge up on top. The shot. Rebound by the Bulls.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The shot by Butler. Nobody around. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
They get it back.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Roberson kicks to Rose. Passes to Mirotic. Back to Rose. Plays it up and banks it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Dragic against Rose. The dish to Wiggins. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Oladipo. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Here's Roberson. Here's Mirotic. But he gets it back. To the paint. Here's Noah. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Wiggins
kicks to Aldridge. Shot is no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Rose dishes to Roberson. Pass to Mirotic. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Outside Dragic. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. Takes the three. And Goran Dragic hits from deep. Dragic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And one of Goran Dragic's greatest traits, Greg, excelling in the open court. High-energy point guard, a lot like you, speed to burn, very smart guy, coveted by many.
He really is. And, Kevin, he transitions from defense to offense as quickly as anyone in the league, a la Tony Parker, except he's also equally adept at facilitating for others and spotting up for the three, or just taking it to the rack himself.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And, you know, back to Goran Dragic, many of his transition opportunities start with his aggressive defense. Very active with his hands, has the instincts to jump passing lanes, the long arm to pick off passes. Suddenly, when he gets a steal, he's off and running.
So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new grouping. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Mirotic. Stauskas is checked in for Andre Robertson. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. The Magic also changing it up. Bargnani is checked in for Aldridge. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Oladipo. Back to Smith. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And now a 6-point Magic lead.
And talking about Goran Dragic, the one thing he has to be careful with is being over-aggressive on deep. Reaching for steals makes you susceptible to blow-bys and escape dribbles, and that can lead to uncontested layups and dunks for your opponent.
Picked by Vucevic. Smith for three. It's rebounded by Portis.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now here's Wiggins. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. It's deflected. Brooks, the pass to Butler. There's the triple. Can't get it to go. Dragic with some nice D.
Well, it's hard to believe that we're at this point in the game, and he still hasn't registered a single point.
Wiggins outside. And it's Dragic off the drive. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And as good as Vucevic is on offense, guys, he's doing everything he can to catch up on his defense. Huge size and wingspan works to his advantage, although the subpar athleticism hinders him a bit. But, for example, he's averaged less than 1 block per game for his career, mostly because even though he's a 7-footer, he plays well below the rim.
Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. And that one's good. Brooks.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Dragic kicks to Wiggins. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Here's Dragic. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Feeds it to Stauskas. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Brooks. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Now here's Brooks. He's got 6. Here's Portis. And it's denied. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Landon Rush. He's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. The pass to Smith. It's stolen by Stauskas. He dishes it to McDermott. And it's Brooks in the corner. In the corner, it's McDermott. And again, no good by Chicago.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Zeller, who's checked in for Okafor. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Vucevic. Aldridge comes in for Channing Frye. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Goran Dragic. Back to Payton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He kicks to Aldridge. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Aldridge has got 8 points. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
And Oladipo kicks to Aldridge. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this high.
Zeller, a screen on Oladipo. Brooks dishes to Stauskas. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Stauskas has got his first points of the night.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the first. Payton drives in. No good. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic lead by 4. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half, really getting after it defensively.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Magic, the backcourt is Payton and Oladipo. Aldridge out there with Rush. And it's Ajinça in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Oladipo, the pass to Aldridge. That ball is good for another field goal, his 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Rose kicks to Zeller. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Oladipo. Left side, Butler. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Portis can't get it to go. The Magic leading by 6. Inside. Rush's shot is off.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Payton dishes to Ajinça. He feeds it to Oladipo. Zeller with the double team. Aldridge kicks to Payton. To the wing right side. Rush gets the bucket. And the Magic lead by 5.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Pass to Portis. Here's Zeller. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the slam dunk by Rush.
Good. Just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fella's wearing the rim out.
McDermott can't get it to go. The Magic leading by 7. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For Chicago, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Zeller setting the pick for Butler. The 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Payton with the ball, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Payton passes to Oladipo. Ajinça kicks to Payton. The feed to Aldridge. Tipped away. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Butler. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Kicks to Aldridge. Zeller grabs the board. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Hornets. Over to the left wing. That's good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Now a timeout called by Orlando. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Joakim Noah's checked in for the Bulls. Iritic comes in for Portis. Then for the Magic. Vucevic, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Wiggins comes in for Brandon Rush. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Picked by Vucevic. Fires for 3. Smith, no luck.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injury. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. Wiggins with the ball. Butler dishes to Rose. Noah with a screen on Payton. Back to Butler. Passes to Rose. Here's Iritic. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And, you know, back to D. Rose. He grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's south side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
And so here is Chicago. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Dishes to Mirotic. Outside Butler. Noah the screen. McDermott, no one around him. And again, Chicago, no good.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Payton kicks to Aldridge. Aldridge double teamed. Chicago with the ball. Chicago has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Noah the screen. Rose with the ball. Now Payton defending. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Noah.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Payton outside. Vucevic gets double teamed and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Rose. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front quarter. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
Butler is screen on Payton. Mirotic has a wide open look. And finished off by Noah.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. Well, what a smart pass that time by Aldridge.
Butler kicks to Rose. And he gets it to go.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The free throw drops for Rose.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, an understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Aldridge's screen. Payton with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The dish now to Wiggins. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
So for the Bulls, Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. Stauskas comes in for Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Then for the Magic, Channing Frye's checked in for Aldridge. Oladipo comes in for Smith. And it's Dragic in for Elfrid Payton. The drive by Brooks. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Here's Noah. Vucevic with the block. Oladipo left side. Frye passes to Vucevic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Chicago leading. Noah the screen. Stauskas kicks it to Noah. Pass to Brooks. Feeds to Robertson. 5 to shoot. Whoa!
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Wiggins drives in. Fry, that's for 2. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, he looked clumsy on that one. He was not going to get away with that.
Yeah, he climbed all over him. I mean, there's a picture of that one in the officiating manual. So, clear, easy call.
The Bulls leading by 4. Brooks with no one around. Misses the 3. The Magic have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Vucevic a screen on Brooks. And it's Dragic off the drive. Fry, good.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3-ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Brooks dishes to Mirotic. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And Brooks, here we go. Here's Robertson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Oladipo outside. And there's the pass to Fry. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Fry's got 6 points in the quarter.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Brooks, the pass to Stauskas. The drive by Brooks. He dishes it to Noah. Here's Mirotic. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take him long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Outside Dragic. Brooks on the double team. Here's Vucevic. Pick by Vucevic. And Oladipo, here we go. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. 41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brooks kicks to Stauskas. Here's Mirotic. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Nikola Mirotic, drafted as a late first-rounder, Clark, back in 2011. The Spanish star finally made his rookie debut in the NBA last season, and it was worth the wait.
It sure was, Kevin. I mean, once he started to get consistent PT, I mean, he was remarkable. Can run like the wind for a big guy. Not that strong, but more aggressive than you'd think.
Some changes for Chicago. Emeka Okafor, he's checked in for Noah. Portis comes in for Mirotic. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Stauskas. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Vucevic. Aldridge comes in for Channing Frye. Brandon Rush, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Smith subbed in for Oladipo. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Aldridge.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor for him.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
And make you feel good about it.
I appreciate
that. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
We've seen LaMarcus Aldridge getting it done. He's got 14 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
And whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
They've got Portis. Derrick Rose is out there with Roberson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Okafor in at the 5. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. And it's Rose penetrating. Rejected by Aldridge. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. On defense, Orlando. Trailing by 4. Rose dishes to Butler. 5 on the clock. Picked by Okafor. Off the screen. And slam dunk by Butler.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
Dragic kicks to Smith. Back to Dragic. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Dragic has got his second bucket of the night.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick-fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Screen by Smith. Here's Aldridge. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Well, they're passing to Rose. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw off the floor after that one, guys.
Dragic dishes to Aldridge. Back to Dragic. To the inside. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it.
You know, on the topic of Aldridge's rebounding, I mean, he doesn't do it by banging people around. He does it with positioning, timing, and length. And can say that about most of his game. Quietly, effective, and impactful.
And he gets it to go. Portis has got his second basket.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Dragic kicks to Smith. Here is Ajinça. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pass to Smith. Misses the three.
And guys, going back to Aldridge, last season was a difficult one for him. He had the torn ligament in his left thumb, but still fought through it to become the Blazers' all-time leader in rebound.
Here's Okafor. Can't hit. Excellent defense there from Smith. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Okafor. Mirotic comes in for Portis. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Roberson. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Oladipo comes in for Smith. And it's Payton in for Goran Dragic. Wiggins kicks to Vucevic. Rebound Brooks. The Bulls leading by 7. He feeds it to Mirotic. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Wiggins drawn the double team. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Oladipo. Orlando gets it back. The drive by Aldridge. And stolen by Mirotic. Here's Butler. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Take a look at what Butler's done. 8 rebounds, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
He misses the free throw.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Payton kicks to Wiggins. Floats one. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got his 6th rebound on the night.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
4 on the clock. Here's Mirotic. And again, Chicago, no good. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
There's the pick. Out to the right wing. Here's McDermott. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. McDermott's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Wiggins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Shot's good.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Bulls making a switch here. Stauskas is checked in.
Well, it didn't take long for us to see just how explosive Andrew Wiggins can be in the air. I mean, had a handful of huge dunks throughout the course of the season. He's going to make a lot of posters during his NBA career.
Stauskas kicks to McDermott. Offline with his 3.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Well, Greg, you're right. It's clear to see with Wiggins. He is already fearless with his dunks. Clark, he'll go right at any big man with impunity and finish over him.
Yeah, and I think people knew he was a special dunker, but they didn't know how aggressive he would be in attacking the basket. That's where he surprised folks.
Oladipo goes in. Floats one up. And it's Vucevic missing. Now here's Brooks. He's got 9. He kicks to McDermott. To the paint. Wants to get it off to Noah and does.
It's been a solid outing for Noah. He has 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Portis, he's checked in for Chicago. On the wing, Wiggins. Payton drives in. The shot from the low post is good. Chicago leading by 10. Brooks kicks it to Noah. There's a screen. Nice work there coming off the screen. Stauskas has got his second basket of the night.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Back to Vucevic. Aldridge, the pass to Oladipo. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Oladipo. And he can't bank that one in. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Stauskas. They get it back. The feed now to McDermott. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. And it's blocked. Now Brooks. He's got 9. McDermott dishes to Brooks. Fires the 3. And there's McDermott. That's good on the assist by Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists here tonight.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
So for the Bulls, Tyler Zeller's checked in for Noah. Foy comes in for McDermott. Robinson is subbed in for Brooks. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Channing Fries checked in for Aldridge. Rush comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Smith checked in for Oladipo. And it's Dragic in for Payton. Dragic kicks to Fry. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Robinson. Randy Foye is on the way. Shoots the 3. And the Bulls another 3. 1:30 left in the third quarter of the game. And here's Dragic. He has 5. Rush the pass to Dragic. Kicks to Vucevic. And stolen by Zeller. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Stauskas. Pick by Zeller. Dishes to Stauskas. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Foye. Poked away. Rush with the steal. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And that is good. Smith's got 5.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Zeller, a screen on Dragic. Foye, the pass to Portis. And the Bulls, another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Dragic dishes to Fry. Out left to the wing. Rush from outside. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Bulls as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Magic trail by 18. On the court for Orlando. Inside, it's Fry and Vucevic. Smith is out there with Dragic. And it's Rush in at the 3 slot. The dish to Smith. Vucevic is screen on Zeller. And it's Smith missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
You can't afford to be playing that loose right now.
Definitely not. I mean, things have to be tight. You want to be playing smart, high-level basketball. You don't want to be brain fading right now.
Robinson kicks to Zeller. Back to Robinson. Feeds to Stauskas. Clock at 6. Now the pass to Zeller. Down low. It's tipped. Outside Dragic. Smith on the wing. It's tipped. Tries to keep it alive. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Lets it fly.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Outside Robinson. And it's Zeller atop the key. Stauskas inside the line. And it comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Stauskas has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Dragic kicks to Rush. Back to Dragic. Fry passes to Smith. Smith missing again.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Robinson against Dragic. Pass to Stauskas. Wide open. Outside for Robinson. From deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
To the left wing. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And for a long time in the NBA, the stretch four was kind of the anomaly and not the standard. Now it seems that you are the rare power forward if you can't hit a three. Very few traditional power forwards now in the NBA.
With the stretch four and the need for shooting at the position, they don't need to be a three-point threat, but they do need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, well said. I think you need to have guys that can make perimeter shots to create spacing. The game's evolving to a space-out-the-floor type game, and shot-making gives you a chance to do that.
Emeka Okafor is checked in for Portis.
No doubt for me, the offense looks better in the second half. They've been able to dial down those turnovers, and that's been a huge help.
Oladipo outside to the middle. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Oladipo. Oladipo's got his 7th assist in the game. Payton against Robinson. Picked by Zeller. Jumper off the screen. The Magic trailed by 21. Payton kicks to Ajinça. The shot no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. The feed now to Stauskas. He dishes it to Zeller. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it. And now Orlando on the break. And finished off by Oladipo.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Chicago leading by 19 points. Zeller with it. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. He feeds it to Zeller. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
So, Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Mirotic is checked in for Okafor. Butler comes in for Nick Stauskas. Roberson, he's checked in for Randy Foye. And it's Rose in for Nate Robinson. Payton kicks to Aldridge. Kept alive Orlando. It's Oladipo on the wing. Payton left side. Outside Aldridge. To the paint. Here's Ajinça. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his second.
And for Zeller last season, his numbers were the same or better as a starter. His scoring picked up a touch. Still had a great field goal percentage too, so really solid production in his first couple of years.
Good on the second free throw.
And I think the big thing for Zeller was that he found his role in the league. He knows he'll be an energy guy who has to make the most of his touches. And to his credit, he is nothing but a positive force on the floor. That would have been lucky had it fallen poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
Outside Rose. He kicks to Robertson. Bulls moving the ball around. And Butler, here we go. And that one is stuffed right through.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Aldridge a screen. Aginsic kicks to Wiggins. The kick out to Aldridge. Power down with both hands.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Here's Rose. Picked by Zeller. Robertson dishes to Butler. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Oladipo, plenty of space. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. The Bulls leading by 18. Robertson the pass to Rose. Puts it up from 15. It's Chicago with another bucket.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Payton against Rose. Here's Aldridge. And that one's good.
Assist goes to
Aldridge has got 9 points here in the second half.
And you love it when a big man has those soft hands. Rarely any problem converting that close to the rim.
Here's Robertson. Outside Butler. Kicks it to Zeller. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Payton outside. Fires from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirotic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Butler from outside. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Payton kicks to Wiggins. Aldridge against Zeller. And it's Aldridge missing. The Bulls leading by 21. Outside Rose. There's the pick. Now here's Zeller. Here's Mirotic. And the Bulls another 3.
This defense is giving their shooters free rein to operate from behind the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it with intensity.
Wiggins dishes to Payton. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Knocks down the 3 ball. Oladipo's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Chicago calls timeout.
And for Victor Oladipo, guys, last season you saw him continue to make strides in his game. He has the build to be one of the best guards in the league, and he's on the right track right now. Very excited for his future.
As you said about Oladipo, he has a bright future in this league after playing at Indiana, already stepping into the leader role with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and what I like most about his game and the way he plays is that he contributes really in every facet. I'll use a baseball term. He's a 5-2. I mean, he really does a little bit of everything well, and he can make a big impact even when his shot isn't falling, be it on the glass with his passing or his defense.
And it's Foy missing. The Magic trail by 21. And it's Smith penetrating. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Chicago has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Passes it to McDermott. Over to the left wing. Portis, the pass to McDermott. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Dragic kicks to Rush. There's the pick. It's Dragic with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but the parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective. Oh, to illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Well, nothing was going down for him in the first half, but since the break, he's been on target.
Smith sets the pick for Dragic. Dishes it to Fry. They set the pick for 3. Smith. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Here's McDermott. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one is on Rush.
And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And McDermott drops them both. And on the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history. And Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time. So look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Another miss by Orlando.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA, to push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It sure is. It sure is.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Butler. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.